What up, Jeffrey with all my Bitcoin renegades? And today we are going to be discussing a serious topic when it comes to crypto. Now, I'm not doing this to talk about UST. We probably won't mention it much except the catalyst to ignite this conversation, right? So the catalyst means it is the reason that we're talking about this. It's not the subject of discussion. So basically, I'm wondering, I was like, this is a question I was actually asking myself earlier today. Can crypto survive without stablecoins? I've never heard anybody talk about that. Like, what happens if all the stablecoins, they bring out a law or something that just makes it financially impossible for stablecoins to exist? Well, I was thinking, and we're going to discuss this at large, but I just want to tell you a little bit about how I was thinking about it, and then I want to hear your guys' opinions as well, either now or later on in the chat. Either one, it doesn't matter. Whenever you're watching this, and we do have Elena, man. Cool. What's up, Elena? Good to see you. ICP got Flappy Bird's difficulty multiplied by 2,000. I got a high score of 4. The original was already hard. This new one is something else, but very iconic. So they changed. I just played it yesterday or the day before yesterday and got 106. So I don't know if they changed it, unless they changed it like yesterday or today. I'm not sure, but I love it. They gave me like 5 more icy birds. I held 4 and now I have like 9 of them. So I'm going to give a couple away to some of my best subscribers. Guys, I don't always just do contests. Ask some of my best subscribers on the channel. If you're active over here and I see you a lot and you're interacting in the channel, I might just DM you and be like, hey, you want an icy bird? The only condition is you can't sell it for like a month or 2. You have to hold it for at least a month or 2 and play the game. I'm giving it to you to play the game. And then you can probably earn more NFTs or whatever, and then you can sell those. But if I give you, so just be active on the channel, communicate on the comments, smash the like buttons up, and who knows, I might just reach out to you, give you a couple ICP or an icy bird or an icy emoji or something else. Like, I don't really do airdrops per se because I don't have a business model, like a cryptocurrency to do that for you guys, but I can give you stuff like peer-to-peer. And that's what I'm going to do, especially those of you who have been with me since the beginning. Ask any of them. They've probably received something from me, even not in a prize. So I just try to do that because I know if I was following a channel like this, that I would love it. I wouldn't expect it, but that would be cool if I watch a YouTube channel and the dude just gives me, an NFT and I can play a game and learn and see if it's right for me. So if you get to try the game, you're like, hey, I like this. Or you try it and be like, well, this isn't for me, right? And so then you might invest heavily in it, or you might find a way to make money with that. So, but I want to get back to, I always go with what you guys are saying, and then we go back to the topic because you guys are, the community that I am doing this for. So it's all about you and getting your voices heard. And I know it is really hard. Don't give up though, Elena. So the thing is, I got a high score of 106, right? Most of the time I don't make it through the first or second one. When I do, then you get a pattern and a rhythm going and you go far. Getting through those first couple and getting that rhythm going is what's hard. Once you get the rhythm going, like after you hit like 50, it's nerve-wracking because like my heart starts beating. I'm like, but and sometimes I mess up because it's a rhythm and you have to press the space bar in the perfect rhythm every time. And then if you get a little bit off, you double tap it, or it's kind of hard. But so I was wondering, can crypto survive without stable coins? Well, to answer that question is going to be a little bit difficult, but I think I'm going to take it on to the best of my ability. So now the way that I'm going to look at this, was crypto created from stable coins, or were stable coins created from crypto? Well, stable coins were created from crypto, right? So we don't have to worry if stable coins go out, now we can't create crypto anymore. Well, that's good. But stable coins have a very unique functionality when it comes to crypto. Yes, they peg the US dollar and assets and other things, and they supposed to keep a US dollar value at all times. Well, the problem with that is you can't always guarantee that, right? And keeping something pegged to that price is quite difficult, as you've seen, especially for the algorithmic based stable coins. Now, why I ask this question is because the government hates stablecoins. I think they are going to be eradicated, at least the way they are now. The government does not, especially the United States government and probably other governments, do not like giving people that much interest. That's why the banks totally monopolized that industry where you can earn interest. Like a bank account, you get 0.25 or zero point 0.5. I think I get like 0.1 or 1% in my bank account just because it's an online bank and it's meant for that. But the regular monetary system, unless credit unions give you very, very small returns. So stablecoins are directly competing with the banks. Why do you think banks are getting XRP technology? They are getting blockchain technology. So if stablecoins don't disappear, they might go into the hands of the banks and have the banks control them. Unfortunately, that looks like the long-term road of stablecoins. Decentralization, though, that is our combatant against that. We need to at least have one completely decentralized stablecoin. That way, the banks can't ever touch it because there is always worry that your government could seize your funds. Crypto is the complete combatant of that. Stablecoins are only a part of it. So I believe, yes, crypto can survive without stablecoins. It will be harder to tell when there's big Bitcoin price movements coming because a lot of the time people load up on stable coins when they're getting ready to buy crypto because you're already in the field. You can go and trade it in multiple different ways on multiple different sites, and you can buy a lot of it at once. So that would be the thing. It would kind of mess up the way we perceive, pumps and stuff without a stable coin. It would be hard to tell right before people are getting ready to make massive purchases, which is already kind of hard to tell anyway. So it wouldn't be a big catalyst for change. So that to me, I know this might not do that well in the search engine, but this needed to be talked about today. And there's a few things and reasons why. Now, if you saw my thumbnail, you know that USDT went down to 94 cents. So UST was pegged to Terra, right? It crashed. I don't even know what it's at right now. Then USDT Tether, which is the largest stablecoin, I believe, it has $87 billion worth or something, and it dropped to 94 cents. The cool thing about that is that they still allowed you to trade one USDT for $1 only on their platform, though. So even if it was worth 94 cents, you could still get a full dollar out of it. They would give you $1. That is what UST was trying to do when they sold off all their Bitcoin. Now 1.2 billion of that $3 billion in Bitcoin is missing. They can't figure out where it went to save Tether. Maybe that's the reason why UST didn't get saved. It looks like maybe Do Kwon or some of the people who work for him or with him, it looks like they might have siphoned off $1.2 billion of that $3 billion in Bitcoin. It's untraced. And the thing about Bitcoin, when you know who has it, you know where it went. But when you don't know where it went, they're hiding it. I don't know how they're able to hide it because it's all on chain, but they can't figure out where $1.2 billion went in the Bitcoin. So yeah, so only 1.8 billion dropped the price of Bitcoin that they know of. So maybe the other 1.2 billion is out there or sold. Maybe it did and they just can't find it. Who knows? But this discussion needed to happen. And tomorrow we are going to have our ICP video, Wednesday. So here is our price videos for ICP. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then during the week, sometime in there, those are my price videos. Sometime in the week, I will do one ecosystem video. We already did that this week. So, and we have another one coming for Friday. We might bring the ecosystem videos out on the weekend or something. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we'll figure it out. So let's go look at some news about stablecoins. I'm keeping my eye on the chat. Don't worry. What do you guys think? Do you think crypto can survive without stablecoins? Here, let me actually, before I do this, let's do a poll. I want to do a poll and ask you guys: do you think crypto can survive without a stablecoin? Without stablecoins? I love this feature of doing a poll in the live stream. I love polls when I'm watching crypto videos or videos in general. So me being able to do this is awesome. So all right, today's a little slow day, but that's okay. It's Tuesday. It's kind of a slow day normally. So, uh, do you think crypto can survive without stable coins? Yes or no? There we go. And I'd love to check on this at the end of the stream and see exactly what you guys say. Now, let's go into some news about USDT, right? Um, I want so drops to 94 cents. Ren, hold on a second, please. You get out of there. Ren, get out of here now. Bad kitty. Don't do that. I'm gonna break it. Sorry, I had to discipline the cat. He's tearing down my closet. There's like a space like this in the closet, and his fat belly likes to sneak in, and it pulls the closet off of the track, and it just destroys it. So I don't really get too mad at him because all I have to say is "Ren," and he looks at me and he's like, "Oh, okay." I love it. He's such a good cat. So all I have to do is raise my voice. He's like, okay. So the Tether USDT stablecoin dropped as low as 94 cents Thursday before recovering to just above 99 cents, briefly losing its parity with the US dollar. Separately, Bitcoin dropped to levels not previously seen since December 2020. So this is kind of worrisome on stablecoins because USDT, in my opinion, is the strongest stablecoin out there. It's been around the longest, and I just think it's already been under a ton of scrutiny before. It came out of it. It tried to say that it was backed completely by the US dollar, all, cash reserves. Then we found out it wasn't. They were kind of lying, and that makes me a little bit upset. I don't like it when companies lie. But they did come out and admit that they were backed by assets and kind of, eventually told the truth. So that's what matters. They finally came, clean. So tether untethered. World biggest stablecoin loses dollar peg. So this is a big thing that we really, need to take into consideration. Now let's look at DAI coin. DAI drops. I don't know. DAI stable coin. Oh, DAI actually is the fourth biggest stable coin now because UST dropped. It doesn't look like DAI. Yeah, DAI is the king of decentralized stablecoins after the Terra collapse. MakerDAO, which supports stablecoin, rallied 40% in a week. Yeah, so this is the one, guys. I knew I liked DAI. This is the one I always interact with too. Never USDT, never USDC, always DAI, baby. DAI. This is one of the best cryptocurrency stablecoins that there is. It is pegged to the MakerDAO. It's awesome. MakerDAO, which supports stablecoin, rallied 40% in a week. DAI requires Ethereum-based coins to be used as collateral. So as long as Ethereum and the coins that the DAI is pegged to, like MakerDAO, they don't go under. So yeah, so we could survive without stablecoins because stablecoins are built on the blockchain and from these projects and other things. So crypto can survive without stablecoins. Stablecoins cannot survive without crypto. That is my opinion, though, and I'd love to hear a different opinion on that. Yeah, or if you have the same opinion, let me know. I'd like to, see where your guys' minds are at. Just when you thought the world of cryptocurrency stablecoins couldn't get more complicated, it does. A so-called governance token named Maker, which is used to help run the decentralized DAI stablecoin, has surged about 40% in value over the past week in the wake of the collapse of the algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD. That shook cryptocurrency markets. DAI is part of the ecosystem of the MakerDAO, one of the first decentralized autonomous organizations in crypto, which in theory acts like a community of pooled interests with no central control. So this is amazing. What has happened? Um, a $50 trillion industry making a huge blockchain. Blockchain may one day eliminate inefficiencies and lack of transparency in supply chains. While slow in coming, this revolution would benefit not only customers and brands, but the invisible workers who power global trade. So Bloomberg says that blockchain is going to take over the supply industry, which is basically all of our distribution of things around the world. And food, clothing and items, grains, fruit and produce, uh, monetary, coffee, AI driven businesses, the supply chain, grocery, and businesses all working on a blockchain. Everything can be on a blockchain. So, um, ooh, that's really sad right here. I'm not going to say that, but that's sad. Ether founder doubts Silicon Valley. Okay, whatever. Bitcoin boom mean better gold or bigger bubble. It's not a bubble. I will argue with that anytime. Could sink around 80%. Yeah, no, I'm good. Creating another blockchain from Terra's ashes. Oh, maybe they're giving up on it. Oh, they might be completely giving up on Terra, guys. If this is true, creating another blockchain from the ashes. Uh oh. Uh oh. Now that's not good news. Okay, whoa. If they build a new blockchain, man. Okay, what happens when a blockchain like Terra leaves? I want to know. Collapse of Terra USD stablecoin threatens entire ecosystem. Users and app developers are likely to leave for other efforts. That's only if they're not intelligent. Yeah, you leave UST, but come build on ICP, man. you know, the crypto world has been riveted by a rapid collapse of Terra. Yep. Okay. Well, what happens when a blockchain goes away? Well, you can. Okay. So let's talk about that for a second. What happens when a blockchain completely ceases to exist? Well, it's just like any other thing in the world that you create, right? It has components that are all created to make an object, right? So you have steel and lumber and other things to create a building. You have power and resources that go into making an online thing, like building and developing on a blockchain like Terra. All of those companies. So we have to look at it in the littler parts of it. Every single company that is built on Terra now is bankrupt. They're done basically. Their stuff is worthless. They still have the ideas and the concept though. What happened is the platform that they were building on wasn't a solid foundation. It would be like building, in the dirt. right? Without a foundation. So that's something that they can take the pieces up and go to a different place. But all of the decentralized exchanges, all of the developers, all the dApps, every single thing built on, and that's why the UST, it was a dApp built on the Terra blockchain and code and all that. And so when that goes down, every single DAO, every decentralized autonomous organization is going to go to zero. And then what do you do from that? You still have the blockchain. You still have your project. It's just what you built the project on and the value of it is now worthless. So you can take the pieces, it's like getting a dustpan and a broom, putting them all in, and then piecing them together somewhere else, right? And that's what they can do with this, if they have to. They might be able to. It might be too late. They might be able to rebuild it. There's going to have to be people who believe in Terra, even after this, if they're going to do that, because a lot of them are going to leave. Now, leaving the crypto industry at a whole, when you still have like a business idea and a business, like if I completely failed on one social media with Bitcoin Renegade, do you think that I would quit all of my social medias? I mean, maybe if it was the biggest one, but I would still have other, like if I lost my YouTube, that would be devastating but I still have my Twitter, my Facebook, and all the other ones. Yeah, it would devastate me. It would devastate my audience, my channel, my brand, my business, all of it. But I could sweep up all the pieces and go somewhere else, right? I don't want to do that. I like YouTube. So, but I'm just saying, it's akin to that. So they might still have ways to do things, right? They're a little bit more worse off than just like losing one social media. I'm just trying to kind of put it in today's terms, right? It's a lot more than that. It would kind of like be, if Elon Musk lost Tesla, kind of comparable to that, because it's your business. Do Kwon, genius guy, obviously. Before when he built Terra, I don't know about now and everything. If he didn't do anything scammy, and this is just something that happened, then I don't blame him. It might have just happened either way, bad code, or it just couldn't support the stable. Whatever happened, if it wasn't, what do you call that? Like when you're attacking something versus just kind of rolling with it. It wasn't like targeted. It wasn't like a targeted attack, that he did, and we don't think that's the benefit of the doubt. That 1.2 billion in Bitcoin didn't just disappear, and he siphoned it into his wallet, saying that he is completely innocent of all that. Then we can let that go, right? But I mean, it needs to be looked into. They need to find that 1.2 billion dollars in Bitcoin, and other stablecoins need to have a way to counter if something like this happens for all the people that hold them. $87 billion worth of money is in USDT. 87 billion. What if it goes to zero or to 10 cents? That would mean that there would be, if it went from $1 to like 10 cents, it would lose 90% of its value. So it would be like 10 cents, right? But how much percentage would that be down? You would have to bring it up all the way back to $1. You would lose, say, if you had $1 million in there, you would lose 900,000 of it. You'd have $100,000 left after that. So there still would be money out of 87 billion. There would be 8.7 billion left. I mean, that's still a lot of money, but nothing compared to 87 billion. That. So it doesn't matter about the amount of money that's in there. It matters about the protocol behind it. So Maker is another one in danger. DAI, if we think about it, if something happens to Maker, DAI will tank. Maybe it's not smart to have a stablecoin pegged to a crypto. I'm saying DAI is doing good right now. It withheld this whole dump, But what if Maker gets hit hard? Or what if Maker was the cause of this? Okay, that's too far fetched. If the Maker was like attacking UST, what if someone from Maker partnered with someone at Terra to have them infiltrate from the inside? Okay, we're getting way out in left field now. But for real, Maker pumped 40% after the drop of UST. I just go where the facts lead me, man. That's the facts. I'm not saying that's true, but a little bit fishy, huh? I didn't really know what to do for an episode tonight, and I thought this was good. I just the talking about Terra and all that. I'm trying to leave that to the big YouTubers, but it's what people want to talk about right now, right? So I'm not. I'm not. I haven't even watched any other big crypto videos in a while because I've been super busy. I'm trying to uh, take care of all parts of my life instead of just working too hard. I'm trying to work hard, but also have a personal life. And, because sometimes I go into work mode and I completely lose touch with my family and, stuff like that. And not something I want to do. One of the reasons that I work from home and I love doing it, and I'm glad that I can still do it, is because it does give me that freedom to choose when I want to work. It gives me the freedom to be able to talk with the people that I care about and to do my research and figure out what's going on with crypto. Right now, if I was out there always working, that's so cool that everything happened the way it did, because I was literally 2 weeks from having to go find like a 9 to 5 job for real. And this saved my butt, man. And if you don't know what that is, I got approved by Definity for their community award grant. This is a follow up to my first one. Um, so I am going to be making a lot of good ICP videos, but I'm also going to bring you stuff like this because I basically do 4 videos for them a week. So, and sometimes I do 2 videos a day. So that's 14 videos a week, only 4 for ICP. But I'm going to be doing a lot of Web3 and a lot of stuff that is going to be surrounding kind of the development of Web3 and crypto, right? And a lot of those Web3 cryptos, we are, of course, going to talk about layer ones, meme coins, and just meta coins and all that and stuff. But the main focus of the channel is just going to be building this community up. I know you guys can't be here every day, so that's why it doesn't, really affect me. Well, we aren't down to 0 viewers. That probably would affect me. But we have 4 viewers today, not as big as some of our other days, but I appreciate every single one of you, like for real. And yeah, so some days are good, some days are bad, just like crypto, right? And so overall, I think I'm doing really good. I think, I have a good team behind me that I don't even really have to pay. I mean, I pay my editor and, I do reward, my moderators from time to time. And if you want to become a moderator, just be active on the channel for a while and I will notice you. And like I said, I'd love to give stuff away to my, people that work hard for me. I just do. It's the way I am. So definitely want to be involved. I can't wait to go look at that poll. In the live chat, there's a poll to ask you guys whether or not you believe that crypto can survive without stable coins. Do you think regulation would be softer? You can put a comment in there too. You can answer yes or no and then put your reason below if you want. So, do you think that governments are going to regulate crypto more because of stable coins? Do you think it gives them a catalyst to come after crypto? Or do you think maybe if stable coins didn't exist, that the governments would be more willing to accept a Bitcoin ETF a spot ETF? I don't think so. Who knows though? So let's see. All right. Well, I'm gonna go look at the vote tally right now. You can follow along with me. All right, let's go look at the vote tally. Oh, come on, man. Okay, So it looks like we're 50-50 on it. Some people think yes, it can survive, and some people think no, it can't. I know only 2 people voted, but hey, I wish I could leave this off. Maybe I actually might make a community poll about this, because I think it's something that we at least need to discuss. Can crypto survive without a stable coin? So, yes or no? Okay, should I end it at 50-50? Yeah, I think I'm going to, because that's cool. 50-50 on it. I love it. I know more people could have voted, but I wanted to get that there. You know what I mean? So, all right. Well, I think this is going to be about all for this episode tonight. I am probably going to do a short later. Do you guys have any suggestions on like a short video you'd like me to do? Anything? For real, I'll give you like a minute or two to answer while I talk about something else. So before I move on, though, make sure that it's a subject that will do good in the search engine, or you can just say the subject and I'll find a way to make it good in the search engine. There you go. Just tell me any kind of subject that you would like a 60-second video made about, that isn't like too in-depth research, but even if I have to research a little bit, not a big deal. Has to be about cryptocurrency or stablecoins or something to do with that. And later on, too. So if you see this video later on, and I get some good ideas, I might also make a video about it later. If like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll make it later. So you can let me know now or later, and I will make a cool video for you. All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang! Checking in. So yeah, I said I'd give it another minute or two, so that's what I'm gonna do. What's up, Six Figs, man? So we voted and asked, do you think crypto can survive without stablecoins? And only 2 people answered, but it was 50-50, and I like that because who knows? Honestly, like, could it survive? I think it could, but it would be a big issue. As you can see, look what happened with UST falling. Imagine if it was all the stable coins that broke all at once, like UST, USDT, DAI, USDC. If all of them tanked at once, what do you think would happen to crypto? That's what I'm asking. Could it survive? I'm not saying could we live without them. Could we survive what it would do to the market if they actually went to zero and like, that's a different question. So if they never existed at all, yeah, crypto could easily survive, but could it survive now with the impact? What it would do, like if DAI collapsed, Maker would collapse. Then other decentralized finance might collapse, right? So it's kind of like a domino effect. And like Bitcoin, anything major in crypto that happens does that. So you vote yes. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna put this in a community tab vote. So we have 2-1 right now, yes and no. So it looks like, yeah, I think we could survive, but I'd love to hear the reason of the person who said no. And what, like, maybe it's like a real legit reason, right? And like we might agree with you. So your voice can be heard here if you want it to. Man, you're messing with my head. No. You change your vote to no now. Okay, well, now it's 50-50 again. Because you said yes and no, so that cancels each other out. I'm indecisive at times too, don't worry. So, all right, guys. If you want to see me make a cool video, let me know in the comments after the video. All right, guys, peace.